Hi everyone. Today I wanted to provide a quick presentation around something that is very near and dear to my heart, and that's leadership. We all know that leadership can make or break any organization, or even simple things such as a user group, a small project, or even something recreational like a flag football team. This is one of my main reasons for pursuing my doctorate in strategic leadership. For those of you that don't know, strategic leadership is a simple concept. It centers around the plan produced by the people at the top of an organization to lead and motivate colleagues, subordinates, and even, let's say, vendor relationships in a direction consistent with success for that organization. To state it in a much simpler manner, how do I get my team to execute my plan and continue to stay excited about success? With all of that said, I plan to release a few videos in small chunks discussing elements of strategic leadership over time, but with this video, we'll start very simple with 3 things great leaders do. So for those of you already in leadership positions, or even have been in leadership positions in the past maybe, some of this might be obvious, but I do believe that it's good to go back and be reminded of the basics from time to time. The 3 rules I will highlight are rules that I live by no matter what I do. Even if I'm not leading a specific effort, I still think of these and maybe try to motivate my lead to consider some of this if we aren't performing at an optimal level. The first one, of course, takes a little self-reflection, and it can be difficult, but I must go into every project or engagement with a clear understanding of what my shortcomings are. In fact, I would say that we could substitute the term shortcomings with the question, where does my skill set stop? As much as we would love to be able to do it all, sometimes it's just not possible. There's a very good chance that someone might be able to do that thing a little faster, maybe a little better than you do. So I examine that when planning for a task, and then I make a decision of who I want to do that thing with success in mind. The second one is build a team that will support you. I used the example of a CRM boot camp that I attended 10 years ago frequently. It was a training boot camp for a new consulting gig. I was starting with a subsidiary of a Big 4 consulting firm. We had 4 weeks of training where we were not allowed to return home. And that meant unless I was sleeping, I was spending time with my colleagues. So I got to know everyone in that time period. And when we were assigned our final projects and the teams were created, I knew exactly which role I wanted each member to play. The result was one of the best final presentations in the boot camp had ever seen to that point. And I was assigned some very important project work based solely on the result of that presentation. But the funny thing is, it was never about me. At least I believe that it was never about me, because it was about my ability to delegate, and so which meant that it was about the team. It was about the performers. We had some people on the team that were great with the technical stuff. We had people on the team that were great testers. We had people on the team that were masterful presenters. So I assigned duties based on all of those traits. And I actually credit that mock presentation for much of my success even today, because I was able to apply a lot of that and still able to apply a lot of that with things that I do today, engagements that I work today. I didn't do anything but simply recognize what people do well, and we came out of that boot camp all looking really good. So as usual, if you have any questions or requests, please use the contact information on the screen. If you're watching this on LinkedIn or YouTube, I would appreciate any forwards or likes. I appreciate any help actually spreading my message. On the flip side, if there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know. Again, you can use my contact information, send me an email, go on to Twitter, which again, I'm just starting up, so not many followers there, at LACRM Guy, or on Instagram at LACRM Guy. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time.